What's up? Anyway, my name's Frank Secich. I'm a songwriter, been in a lot of bands, and I'm going to do this opening song. It's called The Green Man. I grew up in western Pennsylvania, and when I was 16 years old, I met a guy named Ray Robinson. He's a legendary guy called The Green Man. You know who that is? And they made a movie about him, and I met him when I was 16. He was born in 1910, and he was in a horrible electrical accident, hit high tension wires looking at a bird's nest when he was 19 years old and when he was 9 years old in 1919. He became disfigured, blew his arm off, and kind of had an elephant man look to him and wouldn't go out in the daytime, only at night. And I had heard about him and befriended him, and a lot of my friends and I used to go down there. We were 16, 17 years old, near Elwood City, PA, Compo, PA. And I wrote this song about him, and they used it in a movie they made about him by Joe Shelby in 2011. So this is called The Green Man. Let's go down to see the green man. Let's go down to see the green man. Hey Ray, what do you say? Let's go down to Beaver Falls today. We'll go down 18 and on the way. Stop and sit down and the pounding's late. With one eye gray and one eye blue. Stone touch George. Let's go down, see the green man. Let's go down, see the green man. Is that you, Ray, on the top of the hill? We got some straws and time to kill. Can you tell us of the accident in graphic style? It's glowing in the dark, about a mile. In the house below the road, it's pitch black blue. But don't tell George what you do. Hey! Let's go down to see the green man. Let's go down to see the green man. Hey Ray, what do you say? I'm showing off King Kong today, but I'm playing trumpet in a coffin in an upstairs room. Bullet holes in the ceiling from a 22. Doc, don't forget your pitchfork when they come for you. But don't mention George if you do. I hear that Ray died today. Let's drink to him one more time. Raise your glass, but remember to don't touch George, whatever you do. Let's go down, see the green man. Thank you. Thanks. That's my song about the Green Man, Ray Robinson. Great guy. He, like I said, passed away in 1980, and was a real cool guy. I'm glad I got to know him, and glad to write a song about him. That's by my band, the Deadbeat Poets, the current band I'm with. I also played in a band called Blue Ash, and the 70s, had a couple albums out, and with Steve Baders, and did some Dead Boys tours with him. And this song is called Evil Boy. It was written by Jimmy Zero and myself from the Dead Boys, and it was written right down the turnpike in Strongsville, Ohio, of all places. But Jim used to live there, and we were writing a song kind of taking the piss out of Steve, and we played it to him to see what he'd think of it. He really liked the song. He goes, "That's great." He goes, "I'll do it." He saw the humor in it, so it ended up as a lead cut on the Disconnected album that I did with him, and was in the movie about him that Danny Garcia put out, was in the trailer for the whole song. So this is Evil Boy. Been real bad and I don't know why. Maybe I just like to see you cry. Maybe I just want to tell you lies so I can have fun. I feel no guilt for what I did. I'm just a nasty little stiff. I want the world to do my bit so I can have fun. Been real bad and I don't know why. Maybe I just like to see you cry. Maybe I just want to tell you lies so I can have fun. I feel no guilt for what I did. I'm just a nasty little kid. I want the world to be my bed so I can have some fun. Thank you, Evil Boy. Thanks so much. Goes out to Jimmy and to Steve. He actually passed away 32 years ago today. He was hit by a taxi cab in Paris and got internal injuries, and I miss him every day. He was one of my best friends growing up in Youngstown, Sharon area. And this next song is called Abracadabra, Have You Seen Her? It's a Blue Ash song. It was a band I was in the 70s, and we were on Mercury Records, and it was recorded by a British band called The Records, if you've heard of them. And they did a cover on their first album, Shades in Bed. It was came as a EP, free EP with the album, and that was real cool. And that was in 1979. So here's Abracadabra, Have You Seen Her? Have you seen her? Have you seen her? Well, it's magic in the air. She's here and then she's there. Now you see her, now you're down. push it through you that you want. Have you seen her? Have you seen her? I was young and I was green. She was old and she was mean. A fortune-telling queen, like nothing I've never seen. Have you seen her? Have you seen her? Such a magical lady. I let her climb my shoulder. Might be tragical, maybe. Now she's getting older. She keeps getting older. Have you seen her? Have you seen her? A little rabbit out my hat, nothing it to you. But I don't know where you're at or who to send it to. Have you seen her? Have you seen her? She resorts to using tricks. People say that she's quite sick. Well, I know, and just the same, I think the day what's to blame. Have you seen her? Have you seen her? Such a magical lady. I let her climb my shoulder. Might be tragical, maybe. Now she's getting older. She keeps getting older. Have you seen her? Have you seen her? Thank you. Thanks so much. I'm going to check my tuning a little here. But, yeah. This is the first time I played since 2019 before the COVID hit. I did a last tour with the Ghetto Blasters from Tennessee and through the East Coast. And then once that hit, I really didn't do much. There wasn't much open. So it was nice for Scott to give me the opportunity to come up here and play. So it's my first show and doing some new songs and everything. So we'll see where we end up today. During the pandemic, Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day.
Never heard of him.
Oh, never heard of him. Okay.
He's lying.
Yeah, he put out an album called Fun Mondays, where he did cover songs every week and did a video and a song every week. And in May of 2020, he did a song that Steve and I wrote called Not That Way Anymore. And they put out an album at Christmas time, 2020, on Warner Brothers. It was out all over the world, and it's kind of nice of getting some nice royalty checks from that. Didn't expect that, but he did a really good job on it, and I'm going to do his version of it here. I used to be so cruel to you, jealous of everyone you talked to. And I was so possessive, I held on so tight till I lost you. I made you cry so many times that I was going out of my mind. But baby, I'm not that way anymore. Now I'm creeping around the time now. Baby, I do not enjoy it. Saying it was all my fault now really tends to annoy me. I made you cry so many times, and I always going out of my mind. But baby, I'm not that way anymore. Can't you see? I'm not that way anymore. Can't you see? Not that way anymore. I was going out of my mind, but baby, I'm not that way anymore. Can't you see? I'm not that way anymore. Can't you see? I'm not that way anymore. Can't you see? I'm not that way anymore. You know it's too late today. But there's still time. 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 Thank you. Boy, this thing never goes out of tune. It's going out of tune tonight. There it is, the A. That's the culprit.
The lake water.
That's the lake water. Like the song. Oh, there's A. And I'm dead serious. This thing, I could play it for 3 weeks and it doesn't go out of tune.
Oh my God.
This song's called A Million Miles Away. It's one of my more popular songs. Steve Baders did on the Disconnected album, but it's been done by a bunch of people. Michael Monroe from Hanoi Rocks did it. This whole album. Simon Chainsaw from Australia, and a bunch of Finnish bands did it. Swedish bands, but I'm going to do a little bit of an acoustic version of it here. It's not pretty much in tune, so this is A Million Miles Away. You must stay behind, I'm sorry it's so. It's nothing personal, but you can't go. I'm with the crowd, it's not the stuff. It's not real life, but it's good enough. And I'm a million miles away, 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 away. And I'm a million miles away, and you can't reach me today. Disconnected all the way. What's the disturbance? I'm eating my meal. How in the hell do you know what I feel? Playing it good out here in the streets, and I get anything for a good night's sleep. And I'm a million miles away, 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 away. And I'm a million miles away, and you can't reach me today. I'm disconnected all the way. Thinking of a girl that I once had. The faces are blank and I remember her sad. She lives in the summer, every Halloween. She can't understand how she died in a dream. At the War Museum, visiting what show? A self-portrait of Vincent Van Gogh. Of course I was there to capture my soul. Now get me out of here before I lose control. And I'm a million miles away, 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 away. And I'm a million miles away, and you can't reach me today. I'm disconnected all the way. quit playing guitar and writing music, quit the whole music business from 1990 until 2003. And one day I picked up the guitar, and you better get that call. and I wrote this really cool riff, and I thought, oh, hell, I wasn't ever going to be back in the music business again. I thought, shit, now I've got to write this damn song. So I was thinking about my old friend Steve, who had died, and I hadn't done anything in 13 years, so 2003, I wrote this song. It had a real cool riff to it, and I thought, well, it took me 15 minutes to write it, so then I started just writing the songs, started pouring out of me after I hadn't even touched the guitar in 13 years. This is called the Stiv Bators Goes Tour, and it was in the movie Stiv, No Compromise, No Regrets by Danny Garcia that came out in 2019, and I was lucky enough to be an associate producer on that film, and I have like 6 songs in it, I think, too, but including Million Miles Away that I just played. But this is the Stiv Bators Goes Tour. So I'm going to do this and for my old friend tonight. On Youngstown's hillside tour I saw on Wick Avenue, across the Harrington in front, Bristling High School. Hey, hey, Stiv Bators, are you listening? Are you laughing? Whoa, on Toronto's Ghost Tour I saw young streets, snow and slush, and a pretty woman wearing a mink coat, about to get a rush. Hey, hey, Stiv Bators, we're in Carlsberg. Are you driving down? Whoa. On Cleveland's Ghost Tour I saw on Euclid Avenue a leather kid with drunken sunglass eyes who looked up just like you. Hey, hey, Stiv Bators doing June but for us one more time, singing ain't no sunshine, she's gone. On New York's Ghost Tour I saw Cheetah, Tommy, Jimmy, and you shaking up that sleepy old trip world with nothing to do. Hey, hey, Stiv's hanging off a fire escape in St. Mark's Place. Whoa, whoa. On LA's Ghost Tour I saw the very Sunset Strip, Kim Fowley, Rodney, and Rick Shaw. Wasn't that a trip? Hey, hey, Stiv Bators, are you staying or are you off again? Whoa, on London's Ghost Tour I saw some graffiti on Savile Road, blindfolded girl watching True Clothes, 400 clothes. Hey, to the street, brushing off this nothing and walk home. Sleep an open tree. Hey, hey, stiff babies, if you see right road, tell him I said hello. Messing with that A string again. I was in a band called Blue Ash, like I said, from 1969 until 1979. We've gotten back together again. The lead singer and I, we've been recording over the last couple of years. We've got a new album coming out. In about 6 months, we'll be done with it. But this song's called Halloween Girl, and it was from, it was never released, but it came out when Not Lame did a 2 CD, 4 album set of rare Blue Ash things that were never released. It's one of my favorites, so I'm going to do it here. And then do 1 or 2 more, and call it a night here, but it's one of my favorite songs I've ever written, and this is Halloween Girl. She knows everything is funny. Even when she's gone, she seems to stay. I love the Halloween Girl, she's so fine, so fine. The Halloween Girl, she's all mine, oh mine. She never gives me what she don't want. Even if she knows, she doesn't say. I love the Halloween Girl, she's so fine, so fine. I love the Halloween Girl, she's all mine, oh mine. Witch me, oh Halloween Girl, make me feel strange. Touch me, oh Halloween Girl, before you start to change. Quickly, oh Halloween Girl, for tomorrow is all Saints' Day. She seldom talks about the future. She's realistic like a grave. I love the Halloween Girl, she's so fine, so fine. I love the Halloween Girl, she's all mine, oh mine, oh mine. I love the Halloween Girl, she's so fine, so fine. I love the Halloween Girl, she's all mine. Thank you. I brought some records here if anyone's interested. There's Blue Ash there, Deadbeat Poets, Stiff Baiters, and my book. I wrote a book in 2015. It's in the second pressing now, so it's published by an Australian publishing company called High Voltage. It's called Circumstantial Evidence. This will be my last song tonight. I'm going to do that. It's actually a song that Stiff Baiters and I wrote, and we recorded. It was the flip side of our second single on Bomb Records in 1980. And funny story about it, I'll tell you, my wife Lisa's here. So we were doing the third verse, and I didn't like the lyrics that I had written, and I had written most of the lyrics of the song. So Steve was ready to record, and I said, you know what, I'm going to scribble something down. And I said, just write my girlfriend blank, and I didn't have a name, just put in some girl's name, heard about me all alone with her best friend blank over the telephone. He goes, okay, and I said, just put 2 girls' names in. He looks over in the corner of the studio, and my wife Lisa, that's right here, was talking to Joan Jett in the corner. Joan was at our session, and Steve goes, Lisa and Joan. And I said, that's great. We'll put it in there. So that's how that came about. He did that. That's how funny he was and clever off the top of his head. So this is circumstantial evidence.
Detective lieutenant called me to the police station while pursuing the investigation. He said, where were you last night at 10 when the corner store was broken into? You were seen from the neighborhood, and we know that you did it. We know it was you. Circumstantial evidence is all you got on me. Circumstantial evidence, you can't get a thing on me. The principal called me to the office room about a run with the teacher. I had my own room, one ear and out the other. I wonder why I should bother. I'm telling you with that attitude, you won't last long around here. Do I make myself clear? Circumstantial evidence, you can't get a thing on me. You can't get a thing on me. Makes me laugh when I pull at your photographs. Are you ready to have me on my parade? When I think about you looking back.
Here's that verse.
My girlfriend Joan heard about me all alone with her best friend Lisa over the telephone. She said, you look me in the eye and tell me it was just a lie. She's giving me the third degree. I'm guilty. She wants me guilty. Circumstantial evidence is all you got on me. Circumstantial evidence. You can't get a thing on me. You can't get a thing on me. You can't get a thing on me.
Thank you. Good night.